Hello, welcome. I'm Will, the Nerdy Nerf Herder. Thank you for joining me again today for our Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic playthrough. I've gone ahead and added our latest party addition, Juhani, to the party, and we've got her equipped with lightsabers and leveled up and everything, so we're ready to start moving. And finally remembered, oh yeah, where we got these Jedi Knight robes off of Nemo, our old Jedi robes that we got for becoming a Jedi, we can actually officially put on Bastila now. So she's wearing robes now. That's the quick update. I figured it'd move a little smoother if I went ahead and leveled up Juhani, because she is one of my favorites to have in the party. And we're gonna head on out here. Padawan, a word, if I may. There are many rumors about your most recent meeting with the Council. There is talk that they are sending you on a mission to help us against Malik and the Sith. I may skip a few words here, just because sometimes when they speak, it moves a little fast. It kind of depends on how long the alien speech that they're using takes to say what's on the screen. Sometimes if the alien speech is short, it's a little harder to get it all out, so I am going to go ahead and I may skip a couple words as long as the context doesn't get lost by skipping words. Like I skipped Jedi before saying Council. So, just bear with me. I can read, I promise. I just don't remember which ones are going to cut short. So, just to get you to make sure you see what's on there. Alrighty. How do you know what the Council gave me mission? I don't think the Council would want me to speak openly of this mission. My discussion with the Council is none of your business. We're going to go with the middle one. I don't think the Council would want me to speak openly of this mission. Please understand that I am not asking you to reveal anything that could endanger the Order or the Republic. Whatever the task the Council has given you is for your ears and not mine. I only wanted to wish you well and to warn you to be careful. There are many evils out there, many dangers. The Sith are not the only minions of the dark side. What could be more dangerous than the Sith? What are you talking about? Master Dorak has been training me to succeed him as chronicler here in the academy. In my studies, I have come across tales of creatures that are born of the dark side, monsters of pure evil. The worst of these abominations is the Terran Terran, a beast that feeds on the blood of those who are strong in the Force. Over the centuries, many Jedi have fallen to their ravenous hunger. What makes this creature so dangerous? The Terran Tatek is a predator, and we Jedi are its prey. They are incredibly strong with a primal cunning. There are some who believe the Terran Tatek is a monster bred by the ancient Sith. Fortunately, the Terran Tatek is quite rare and only dwell in the most dangerous and darkest of places. In fact, one has not been seen in nearly 40 years. Sounds like they're extinct. Then why are you worried about them now? This is not the first time the Terran Tatek have vanished for long periods of time. Many believe they can lay dormant for years, only to rise and hunt when the power of the dark side waxes full. I fear Malik's rise may have woken these creatures from their dormant state. Once the Sith are beaten, I would not be surprised if the Council organized another great hunt to try to exterminate them. The Great Hunt? What's that? The Great Hunt was organized by the Jedi Council shortly after the war against Exar Kun. Jedi were scattered throughout the galaxy, helping to rebuild from the devastation. Many Jedi vanished during this period, disappearing from a variety of worlds without warning. We did not know what they had been slain until their mutilated bodies began to be discovered. The Council investigated and discovered the Terran Tatek were behind the killings. It was decided that the galaxy had to be purged of these insatiable monsters, though the cost proved high. So the Jedi just killed these creatures? The Terran are abomination. They are ruthless engines of death and destruction. The Council had no choice but to destroy them for the greater good of the galaxy. Many Jedi banded together and journeyed to the planets that were suspected of harboring the Terran Tatic. The great hunt did not rest until the creatures had been slain or almost. There were still rumors of Terran Tatic on the planet of Korriban, a dark world some believed to be the birthplace of the Sith. That is where Exar Kun was corrupted during the war. They never went to Korriban. The Council, fearing more Jedi might fall to the dark side, declared the Great Hunt was officially over. The 3 Jedi were appointed to continue the work. The work of killing the Terran Tatic, you mean? Why? What was so special about those 3? The Jedi chosen to continue the hunt on their own were Duran Keldroma, Gun Hansaresh, and Shayla Nur. These 3 shared a powerful bond, and the Council felt together they would be able to defeat any Terran they found. Supporting each other, they could resist the temptations of Korriban and the lure of the dark side. But none of the 3 survived. Their master felt them become one with the Force when they left this world. He believed they were slain by one of the monsters they sought. The Council felt it was too dangerous to send anyone else in search of their remains, so their exact fate is not known. But let their death serve as a warning to you, Padawan. Thank you for the warning. I'll be careful. A final warning as you go, Padawan. Do not underestimate the Terran Tatic. If you do, you may suffer the same fate as those who disappeared after the Great Hunt. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Like I said, sometimes it's a little inconsistent with the alien speech. Okay, this is the droids. I can't remember what he had. Let's go to get droids. As is that. That would be worth it. This is one of the items I think worth it, as well as perhaps this one. So we're going to go ahead and buy those 2. Let's see here. Right now we've got the +1 dexterity there, so why not get a boost to our skills? And then the belt. We're definitely going to do that, and that'll help us with our to hit a little bit. Alrighty. On to... Okay. Juhani seems tense and wary in your presence. Perhaps you can make her feel more welcome by talking with her. Speak to Juhani.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan?
I was wondering if we could talk.
What is it you would like to speak to me about?
How did you come to be a Jedi?
How I came to be a Jedi? I am sure you would not find it very interesting. Are you sure you would like to hear?
Yes, please continue.
Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived.
Where did you live?
The hind end of space. A pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread. But we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children.
Did you meet a Jedi?
Yes. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was old, and maybe a little enamored.
Enamored? Imagination can be a dangerous thing. So what did you do?
They were quite striking, especially the tales of their leader. From that moment on, I knew that I would have to try to become a Jedi, to lift myself out of the rut I had been living in for years, and to make a real difference as the Jedi wore. The foolish delusions of a child, but this child made it happen. As soon as I was able, I left my world and went in search of them. I found them and was accepted. I had been living my dream on Tatooine for several years before you came, although perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. Otherwise, I would not have fallen. But thanks to you, I have been redeemed. Perhaps I may yet live to see that dream of mine come true. Come, there is much we should do. Let us not waste time talking. Action is what is needed.
Alrighty. Like I said, Juhani is one of my favorite characters, but not my favorite character. There is one other which I thought about going there next, but I think our friend's warnings about the Tedic are valid, and truth be told, the best progression that I have discovered in this is to go to Tatooine, which can't really see it on the stream, but like, here, let me see. I am wearing my Tatooine shirt today in honor of that. So we are going to, I think, talk to Bastila and Karth, and then we will head on over to Tatooine.
Yes, what's on your mind?
You've been very quiet lately. You know that?
Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop.
Left out of the loop? I don't understand. I'm not the one leaving you out of the loop, Karth. Oh, poor baby, you need filling in on some detail.
Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it. I'm rather curious to know what went on, and why they didn't keep you on Tatooine for training. Isn't that strange?
Why don't you ask Bastila? Why should anything in the Jedi do seem strange to you? It's none of your business, frankly. They thought it was more important that I help find the star maps than stay.
And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you?
They said there is a bond between Bastila and myself. I've done pretty well so far. It's none of your business, frankly.
A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why, that's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason.
Are you saying I'm not needed? I'm here and that's not going to change. Get over it. I'm sick of listening to you rant. Why don't you leave? Bastila and I have a bond. We have to do this together. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to go with this.
And what does that mean? Is this more of that destiny garbage that the Jedi keep talking about? Well, that can't be it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again.
I am not going to betray you. I am not Saul. And just what are you going to do about it? I'm sick of listening to this. Just shut up or leave. We're going to go with I'm not Saul.
Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
All right.
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask
I do?
me.
How did you know?
Well, your face is all scrunched up like a Kenrath pup. Will you keep staring at me? See anything you like? Educated guess from the way you keep staring.
I'm a Jedi. I am far too disciplined to betray my emotions with outward physical displays. We both know the real reason you have some idea of what I'm thinking, the bond we share.
What do you mean? Maybe. No, I doubt it.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
You could warn me when I do something bad, blink once for dark side, twice for light. I don't think mastering my emotions is necessary. What do you think I should do?
I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters. But I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
Why are you getting so upset? I don't need you harassing me, thanks. I will try.
That's good to hear. Without the proper training, however, I'm afraid you will find the path difficult even with the best of intentions. There is great danger ahead for both of us. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
I won't do anything to hurt you. It works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me stay strong. So you're worried about yourself then?
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate any help you could offer. I doubt I'll be a risk to the mission. I don't need your help. We'll go with appreciation.
I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
Alrighty. So, we know Griff is waiting for us on Tatooine. That's part of how the story kind of steers you there. But there's also Yavin. We'll go Yavin. Then we'll go Tatooine. Because Yavin is what I recall it to be. It was not included in the original base game, but was the original version of the game's DLC. Which I did not have Xbox Live when this came out originally. So I was not able to access Yavin. But thanks to the Switch 2 having it already built in, we can visit it now.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Callow. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Karath.
I promise you will be very interested in what Callow has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
So Callow's gonna go and run his mouth on everybody who's traveling alongside Bastila is what the implication here. In all actuality, it's all about us. And one could say spoilers for exactly what that is. Though at this point, if you have already played the game or already had the ending spoiled. I was checking our supplies in the cargo hold. Something's not right. Not right? What do you mean? Someone has been into the emergency stash of food. Mission and I asked everyone, but nobody knows anything about it. You might want to check out the food stores the next time you're in the cargo hold. Alrighty. So that's a part of a quest where we go walking this way and we check our supplies. Examine the supplies. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate that theft was from pests or vermin. Looks more like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. Whoever the thief is, they may have managed to avoid detection by you and your companion so far, maybe through a thorough search of the ship will reveal the stowaway. He's in the containers. These are supposed to be like smuggling containers, but they are not very good for smuggling. Some kind of compartment. You need codes to open it. Alrighty. You think you hear the soft patter of footsteps behind you. When you stop and listen, they disappear. There we go.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
Hey, what are you doing here? A little girl. Where did you come from?
Selima Wanga Kunbikin.
Calm down, little girl. I won't hurt you.
Mucha Shakapaka.
I still don't understand you. Alrighty. So this is Sasha.
Mucha Shakapaka.
Alrighty. So we've got, I've got to go. Sorry, but you have to leave my ship. Where are you from? Can you tell me that? You're a stowaway, aren't you? How long have you been here? Does the name Lur Arca ring a bell? What about Rundle Otsulem? Can you tell me your name? We're going to go with, can you tell me your name? Girl looks at you, oddly puzzled. Point to yourself. My name is Bran Cass. You are?
Mucha Shakapaka.
Waba Susha Sasha. Sasha, your name is Sasha, right? And then we're going to try to learn Sasha's strange language.
Tonkiba non tontek.
Many of the words you're speaking are Mandalorian.
Bonanakichu.
Mandalorian, that's your word for Mandalorian, so you do know of them. Okay, Mandalorian's bad, I get it.
Selima Wangaku.
I can understand Mandalorian, but your words are all mixed up. But are you a Mandalorian child then? Doesn't understand. Alrighty.
Tonki.
Ristag. What is that?
Abuk shami no nok.
Is it a thing? Something around here?
Muchashakapaka.
She waves her hand around, making a swooshing sound. Ristag means starship, doesn't
Tong
it?
abuk shami no nok.
Lisa.
Tong abuk shami no nok.
I see you, or you see me. I need to hear
Tong
more.
abuk shami no nok. Tonki ba non.
I didn't get all that, but sure.
Selima Wangakun.
Le Safa. Everything is safe. Is that it?
Tonki ba non tontek.
That panel. That's what Lessa means. You sleep there. Lessa means sleep.
Kipuna. Bonana.
Panel, all of this is your home. Lisa means home. The starship, you mean home. The ship is your home.
Kipuna.
Girl
Bonana
smiles.
kichu.
You're hiding in the starship. It's your home. I understand.
Muchashakapaka.
You said that before. What is Gundisen?
Muchashakapaka.
Something about me, yes, but what?
Tong abuk shami no nok.
It's something you like. Yes, it means you like it.
Muchashaka.
You like me. I
Selima
understand.
Wang.
You said that na abdas. You said that when I first found you.
Kipuna. Bonana ki.
Means hit. Is that it?
Kipuna. Bonana.
Hurt. To hurt. Means not hurt. Is that it?
Tonki.
I understand. No, I won't hurt you.
Tonki ba non ton.
What kind of
Tong abuk shami no nok.
part of the ship? A room?
Selima Wangakun bikin.
Chewing something. Chew, to bite.
Tonki ba.
We'll go with this. That all one
Kipuna.
phrase?
Bonana kichu.
Thinks for a moment, then stabs downward several times with her fingers. Nugis means floor.
Kipuna. Bonana kichu.
That could be anything. I don't get it.
Tonki ba.
Say something else.
Tonki ba no. Kipuna.
You're talking down? I don't
Kipuna.
understand. You're not speaking now. Nungis now. Nungis is not now or before.
Kipuna. Tong abuk shami.
You want something from elsewhere?
Muchashakapaka.
Yum, you mean food, don't you? Yum is food.
Selima Wangakun bikin.
You want some food now, you're hungry.
Tonki.
Tabbed you? What does that mean?
Muchashakapaka.
You want me to tell you a story about what? I'm supposed to speak about what?
Tonki ba non ton.
That means tell me about, I get it.
Tonki.
You want to know about me, don't you? Communicate with Sasha in her language.
Muchashakapaka.
There is someone there who will take you home. Aka. Why are you hiding on the ship, Sasha? We'll go with why are you hiding?
Selima Wanga.
You came to the ship before. You were very scared.
Kipuna.
Why?
Bonana kichu.
You left the Mandalorians and hid here on the ship.
Tonki ba no.
You don't want to leave. The Ebon Hawk is your home. The Ebon Hawk is not your home, Sasha. Not your first home, anyway. Why are you scared of the Mandalorians? You sleep here on the ship. You have to go now. We're going to go with not her first home.
Tong abuk shami.
Tell me about your home before.
Tonki ba non tontek.
Tatooine. There is someone there who will take you home.
Tong abuk shami no no.
Yes, you can go home. Alright. So we've done enough of that. So that way we can trigger the next part of her quest when we pass back through. We will go and do that. We're going to go ahead and add Juhani and Bastila to the party as we go into this area. Gotta go up to the access panel. Who is that? What do you want? I recognize your ship. Davix, isn't it? But who are you? You new or something? Yeah, I'm new. Very new. I don't know what you're talking about. Open this door, I'll blow my way in. You don't sound like a Trandoshan, and you're not one of Davix. Who are you? What do you want? I work for the Republic. I'm trying to save the galaxy from the Sith. I do work for Davik. We're going to say I'm trying to save the galaxy from the Sith. Sith? They haven't been here in 50 years, not since the last war. Don't see why they start making a habit of it now. Still, all my business with the Sith is old news. Politics ain't my affair, so as long as you don't get all worked up, I guess I can let you in. It would be nice to have someone to talk to for a change. Trandoshans and smugglers aren't exactly stunning conversationalists. Trandoshans and smugglers? What are you talking about? What are you doing here? I don't have time to stick around in this airlock. Let me in. They come by here every once in a while. That is how I keep in the loop, you know, but Trandoshan lizard speak is kind of hard to follow, and they have a pretty limited imagination. Smugglers aren't much better either. Look, this thing is getting kind of awkward through this door. If you'll give me just a moment, I'll open the damn thing up and we can talk more face to face. Just have to fiddle with this damn door lock. Thing keeps jamming. There we go. So this is the DLC area. And it's basically one Rhodian and a multi-stop storyline. You don't look like I thought you would, too. Human. Don't see many of your kind out here at all anymore. Not since the war, at any rate. What brings you here? I'm on a quest for the Jedi Council. I'm trying to defeat Darth Malak. I seek the pieces of a map to a Star Forge. And we're going to put, I'm on a quest for the Jedi Council. Jedi Council, don't tell me you're a Jedi. You sure don't look it. I am a Jedi. They have sent me to stop Darth Malak. Darth Malak, never heard of him. Or is he that new Sith Lord who's giving the Republic such a hard time now? I haven't been keeping up on recent news. He is beating the Republic pretty bad. Why don't you know these things? He is the Dark Lord of the Sith. Why don't you know these things? Well, you see, I'm kind of out of touch with the rest of the galaxy. I haven't left this system in almost 50 years, and this station in the last 5, so, hey, it's not bad way to live. I have all the gadgets I need to tinker with, and the smugglers and Trandoshans bring me food and interesting pieces of equipment. You're an inventor. Maybe a little. I just tinker with stuff I found lying around the ruins of Yavin 4. Or that the Trandoshans and smugglers bring me. Of course, with them it's usually weapons and things. But I just have so many ideas that people haven't seemed to come up with yet. It's really quite astonishing. You spend all the time here in the station alone. Why did you come here to the station? The station is an old Republic supply depot from when they were fighting Exar Kun. Once they destroyed Yavin 4 surface, though, they didn't need it anymore. Once they'd gone, I decided to move in and use the place myself. It's not very roomy, but I think it turned out alright, and it's close to Yavin 4 where I got most of my parts. Nobody comes here except for the smugglers and the Trandoshans anyway, so I get left alone the way I like it. Who are the Trandoshans? The Trandoshans, mercenaries, bounty hunters, scum mostly. They look like big two-legged lizards. Which one of my favorite episodes that highlight Trandoshans of the Clone Wars is the one where they kidnap Ahsoka and she has to try to find her way back. And like it's a couple of episodes and she ends up working with Wookiees. So I think it's just a fun little episode series where it shows how resourceful Ahsoka could be and just how much Chewbacca has touched our canon storyline. Oh, so sort of like the Rhodians. Why are they here? What do they want with you? Why are they here? They found me here a couple of years after the war ended. Usually they don't bargain with people they find alone in abandoned space stations, but we worked out a deal. I'd give them a few of my more applicable inventions at reasonable prices, and they keep me supplied with food and new materials. It's worked out well so far for years, really. With Davitt gone, they've been getting ideas, though. Anything else you want to know? Do you have anything you'd be willing to sell me? Yeah, I have a few things kicking around in the place, stuff that the Trandoshans and smugglers have brought for me to look at, and a few things I've been making from parts. They aren't cheap, though. They pay a lot for what I can make, and anything I sell to you, I can't exactly sell to them now, can I? But if you're willing to pay, I've got a few of my more advanced things you can look at. I'm always working on more, so you can check back some other time if I don't have what you want right now. Here, have a look. So as you can tell, this is going to be the expensive stuff. And some of them can be useful. Some of them can be quite useful. So right now, we don't have our implant level 3. We have enough we could get this. I really don't see a need for these, because we're mostly going to have Jedi in our party. That is the one thing about this game. Once you hit a certain point, it's like, okay, we've got Jedi, that's what our party is. But this would be worth our time. This is going to be worth it if you like to have the droid in your party. And that could be nice, but we're going to go with getting this a little bit later. But see, the infiltrator gloves, they boost our strength, our dex 1, and our computer use and security 4. But this one will give us an even bigger boost on other stuff, and then we'll go here. And as you can see, we don't really need that for anyone else, but that will be useful to have. So, like, if we need the skill set for something, we can add those to our character, or we can put them on mission, which is usually what I'll do with that once we hit that point. So that's what we're doing there, and off to Tatooine we go. Well, I guess in theory we could go to Tatooine and resolve the mission with Sasha. In fact, we'll go ahead and do that. a pretty easy short cutscene. A couple cutscenes and then we'll be there. I do appreciate that we get to see the Evan Hawke in flight, though. Which, again, I wish LEGO would release a play-scale version of it. Like, don't get me wrong, as cool as I think a UCS version would be of that, I need a bigger house if a UCS version of that comes out, or I'm going to have to, like, completely disassemble my UCS Millennium Falcon to accommodate it. So we're not going to add anybody to the party here because we're trying to be in and out fast. We're just going to go over here and talk to this Twi'lek. Greetings, sentient. May I take a moment of your time for a question? Go ahead. I represent a human citizen of Tatooine by the name of Rundil Salim. His ranch has considerable difficulty with Mandalorian raiders for many years. His young daughter was kidnapped by those raiders many years ago and has not been returned. Might you have news of her? Her name is Sasha. There is a stowaway on my ship by the name of Sasha. This is most exciting news, sentient. Are you certain of this? You can come aboard and see her if you like. Yes, I am, but only speaks a smattering of Mandalorian, but I was able to figure it out. You have convinced me, sentient, that your stowaway is indeed the one I seek. Would you allow me to see her? Certainly, I'll bring you to my ship. Let's go there now. I am most anxious to see her. Though you have aged, young sentient, I do believe you are indeed the one I seek. I am here to return you to your father. I see that Bran Cass was correct about your linguistic difficulties. I am positive that your parents can assist you with that. Calm yourself, child. I will take you home. L'aka nabaz nugisan lefsa, Sasha. Thank you for your assistance, sentient. I am sure the girl's parents will be most appreciative of your efforts. And that gets us a little bit of experience and a light side shift. And her off of our ship. D3. I love that little droid. And I would love to get D3 in LEGO form. But yeah. I maintain. Playscale, Evan Hawke, when Knights of the Old Republic remake comes out, and the first LEGO CMF, do it as a basically customize your character for the main character kind of thing. Where you have the various classes and Jedi classes available to you. Male and female. With various looks and weapons and appearances. Put all the supporting cast with the Hawk. Leave your main character on the scene. And I think that would be the best way, because you have collectors that would go out of their way to get all 12 variations. And when you consider that there's 3 male classes and for Scout, Soldier, and Scoundrel, and 3 female for that, and then you could do the 3 Jedi classes for a total of 12. Both male and female, and do all different heads for each one of them, based off of some of the character selection options. go with doing giving 2 heads, 1 male and 1 female for each of the 3 base classes of Jedi, or the classes for Jedi and the classes for
like the one we shared on Tatooine. Did you see it? Of course. You must have. The Force is strong with us both. Tatooine is known for little but glowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
So yeah, soldier, scout, scoundrel, 2 heads, male and female, each one. Jedi Guardian, Jedi Sentinel, Jedi Knight, or sorry, Counselor. Do that, each male and female head, and then do a dark side equivalent of each of them. And like, there you go, 12 that way. There's so many ways that you could do the CMF. And it would be the first Lego Star Wars CMF, and I think that would be awesome. They've done it with Marvel, and they've held off, and they've put it as gifts with purchase, and like, we got our 50th anniversary figure, or 25th anniversary, like, Malak figure. So like, they've done a Revan, they've done a Malak. I'd love to see a Darth Revan could pop back up, but like, I think this would be the way to go. Alrighty. It looked like it was inside some kind of cave.
The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and add Juhani and Bastila. You know what? No, we're going to add, for this moment, Mission. Yes. Because there's some special dialogue options for having mission with us.
Potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve, after some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What do I get for my 100 credits?
The immediate benefit is access to these very docking facilities. This is the only port in Anchorhead. Once you've paid, we will offer trade services as well. We're not unreasonable, we just want to cover expenses.
Is there any way you could reconsider the fee?
I assure you that the fee is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world.
The money I save, I'll spend in your stores.
That does make sense. I suppose I could let it go this time. We need the business. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
I'm looking for very specific things. Who should I ask?
That's not much information. Could you
I'm looking for older things, antiques, artifacts.
You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
I need good paying work. What is there to do?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
Alrighty. Actually, I really need to get going.
As you wish.
But first things first, as with every other port, if you wander around, you can find some goodies. Who's that? Turn it, you Gunda Fasca. Customers are talking. That's better. Hello, customer. Buy from Miptunjus and save your credits. And don't be shy. Just ask to see what you want. If you can't get a good look, we don't move the merchandise. Just show me what you have for sale. So, they've got some fun stuff here. We've got infinite of that, but more importantly, we got these life support packs. And we'll get a few of those. We'll keep it at that. As you can see, he's got some fun stuff here that we could pick up as we move along. So we may come back to him and get some stuff later, but for now, we're good. Hello there, Captain. Let's see. Ah, yes, here it is. Looks like the shipment has been delivered to your ship as requested. What shipment? What are you talking about? This is Docking Bay 32, isn't it? Yes, it is. And that's what I have here on the requisition form. Everything's to be in order. The Giska are your problem now. Excuse me, did you say Giska? It says right here on the manifest that you ordered a crate of Giska to be delivered to Docking Bay 32. That's right here. Now I need is your thumbprint for the... Wait a second. Where does the data pad go? Sigh. Anyway, right here, the Giska are yours. One of the letters said the case split open. When he put it in your hold, some of the critters may have gotten loose. That happens, I'm afraid. We don't accept liability. We certainly couldn't take the cargo back. Enjoy.
Zerka Corporation keeps me working. I don't care what else they do.
Alrighty. Into Tatooine we go.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing. Nothing left.
What do you need? I'm Brent Cass. I'll help if I can.
Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
I wouldn't be able to sell it. I'm no hunter. What is a raid plate? Where did you get it? Why do you need the money?
We spent everything on my husband's hunting gear. We hoped that the sport would support us. We hoped. Whoever killed him took everything. All I have left is this desert raid plate. We thought we were so lucky when he brought it home. If I could sell it, the kids and I could get out of here. Maybe buy passage to Coruscant? I don't know.
Let's talk about what to do with
Will
this
you buy
plate.
it? I can't sell it myself. They are worth more than...
Alrighty, perhaps I will buy
You
it from you.
will? Oh, thank you so much.
I'll pay that and an extra 200. Good luck.
700 credits. Oh, thank you. It is more than generous of you. I don't know what to say. I just don't.
Wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
Thank you for helping this woman. It may not seem like such a great thing to you, but you are making a difference.
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
Alright, so that raid plate will only be worth 500. But well worth it for the light side boost. Which, as you can see, we're getting close to being maxed out on. Now, obviously, we can't sell it, so we need to go to the Circa office first. You'll be hearing about this, you Circa puppet. I'm not going to let this drop. You can't just murder a whole village. And don't tell me to take my concerns to your corporate kiosk. I know when I'm not wanted. What's going on here? Who are you? I'm done talking in this office. They aren't interested in listening to me. I doubt they will even acknowledge I was here. Typical corporate evasion. That's what happens when they own everything. No accountability. Don't even bother bringing it up.
Can I help you? These are the offices of the Zerka Corporation. I trust you have business with the company. If this is about employment, I'm afraid all regular mining positions are full. And before you ask, we are also no longer selling hunting licenses.
Alrighty. I'm looking for a miner named Griff.
There's no Griff here. Never heard of him. No, I don't remember a single Griff on the Zerka Corporation payroll.
Persuade, are you certain of that? I would leave sooner if I knew.
Oh, you mean that Twi'lek? Must have slipped my mind for a second. Yes, of course I remember Griff. We hired that Twi'lek some time ago. Not a good worker, according to his crew chief. Always complaining and faking injuries to get out of work. He entered false timesheets and slept through his shifts. We even suspected him of stealing Zerka Corporation supplies, although we could never prove it.
So you fired him?
We would have fired him, but we needed workers. It would have been better for him if he had been fired. Then the Sand People wouldn't have gotten him.
The Sand People.
He was lost in a Sand People raid we suffered not too long ago. There were prisoners taken, but our rescue parties never found anyone alive. In the end, it just wasn't cost-effective to keep searching. All miners sign a waiver absolving Zerka Corporation of liability in these circumstances.
So your workers are all expendable. Did the Sand People kill Griff or not?
Zerka Corporation cares deeply for all of its employees. That's why we've started a bounty program to thin the Sand People numbers. We didn't find his body, so we have to assume he was taken prisoner. Whether he's still alive, I couldn't say. That's all I can tell you. I shouldn't even have said this much. This is all privileged corporate information. I could lose my job.
Is there some type of reward for saving him?
As I said, all employees have signed waivers absolving Zerka Corporation of any financial liability if this occurs. It is the industry standard. I suppose you could apply for special dispensation from the Zerka Corporation representative kiosk on Coruscant. Business hours only, please.
Never mind, I want to ask you about something else. I want to talk about hunting
licenses. As I said, we are no longer selling them. There are too many people cavorting about outside the walls as it is.
Why would I need a license anyway?
We use them to ensure that only people judged fit by Zerka Corporation are allowed outside the city. We don't allow casual exploration because of legal concerns. Zerka Corporation takes no responsibility for loss of life on the dunes. It's just so we can keep track of people. No one leaves the city without a Zerka hunting license.
There is no way to get a license?
Well, normally we charge 200 credits, but I could make an exception if you agreed to perform a task for us. It's similar to hunting. The Sand People are becoming a problem. They destroy our sandcrawlers and kill our miners. One particular tribe is the worst. It's as if their chieftain has decided to wage war against us. I would like their attacks terminated. Bring me their gaffy sticks as proof. If you agree to do this, I'll give you a hunting license now and pay a bounty for each stick later. I'll give a bonus for the chieftains.
Why pay for the gaffy sticks? Why not their heads? I will agree to do this for you.
Excellent. Now, just so we understand each other, this is an enforceable contract. Zerka Corporation takes this very seriously. Here's your license, and a few directions. We believe one of their enclaves is in the far south of the Dune Sea. You might try following one of our sandcrawlers. They're regularly attacked. I wouldn't mind you escorting them.
I'll get to it
Very
then.
Good. Zerka Corporation looks forward to your future business.
Alrighty.
Hey there. What can I do?
I want to talk about your brother.
Talk? What is there to talk about? Those Sand People took my brother prisoner. Griff may be a slime, but we have to go rescue him. We can't just leave him with those monsters.
Don't worry, Mission. We'll get him back.
I knew I could count on you. There's definite fringe benefits to being friends with a Jedi.
And that's why we brought her along. But we're going to go on... There we go. Head on back out. And we're going to talk to the upset guy from before. Don't you believe a word of what Zerka Corporation said in there? There's always a peaceful solution to conflict. They are just lazy. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Is this about Circa wanting the Sand People chieftain killed? So you are the killer. Sand People aren't animals. They've watched them, they are intelligent. There must be a way to peacefully stop the attacks, I know it. But no one will try, of course. You can't even leave the city without Circa's approval, and they want the Sand People dead. The Circa said that the Sand People attacked first. Intelligent or not, Sand People have killed people. Why would you know any better? Yes, they have, but Circa Corporation deployed numerous giant sandcrawlers to tear up the desert with ion shovels and whatever else. What would you have done? To the Sand People, it must have seemed like an invasion. There were no negotiations for territory or resources. I don't think the killing has been justified, but as a conservationist, I'm hoping someone will at least try to talk this out. What would you suggest too? Then, why hasn't anyone tried talking to them? Well, there is a small matter that they don't seem to speak a language that your average translator can understand. There was even a Jedi here a few years ago that couldn't seem to get through to them. I think that ended in blood, too. I'm not saying it would be easy, but someone has to try. Maybe with a real translation droid and not those old protocol scrap heaps walking about. Who would have a capable droid? They are pretty rare, even on well-stocked worlds. But I'm sure I heard something about an unusual droid in the shop here on Tatooine. I'm sure I heard Yukalaka say that he could speak Sand People dialect. Although, say, with that droid you may couldn't talk to them, I wouldn't survive. Maybe the desert robes of the skies, someone to get into their enclave. Where would that enclave you mentioned be? Well, it's no secret where they are. The attacks get worse the further southwest in the Dune Sea you go. Then people die on both sides. Where would you get robes to match theirs? I suppose you could take them off the warrior raiders in the Dune Sea, but there's no way I'd survive anything like that. Plus, you'd have to explain why you killed their warriors, if you're trying to make peace. But I suppose that there is no other way. Alrighty. Maybe I'll look into it. Sure, that's what Circa Corporation keeps saying. And then they start shooting again. Fighting won't stop until they're all dead. Or until Circa leave. The one is likely as the other. With the way things are going, bah, I don't know what to do. Alrighty. Now let's go sell this raid plate. Ah. Well, a new phase. Come to test your skills on the endless dunes of Tatooine. Positive Lodge. It's here to help you out. This world may not have much, but it does have the meanest predators this side of the Galactic Rim, a hunter's paradise. I have something to sell to you. So I see. That's the biggest desert raid skull plate I've ever seen in a season. I'll give you a premium price on that one. I have a buyer that put in a special request. Does 500 credit seem fair? Yes, that will do nicely. I thought it would. Do you have anything else to sell? That's it for now. Thank you for your business. Alright, so we got 500 credits back. That'll help us along the way. And now we're going to swap out mission. And we're going to bring Juhani back in.
How can I help?
You wanted to
Yes,
speak
I
to
did.
me.
I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true you killed Darth Revan? Oh, great. I never get tired of hearing how you killed Darth Revan.
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
Killing Revan was what you're famous for. So who killed Revan then?
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
But what else did you expect from the Sith? But you would have killed Revan eventually, right? So Malak did your job for you.
True, I suppose. And yet the outcome of that battle was unexpected. To all of us, Revan's end was unforeseen. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
So we need to get that dialogue out of the way, because there will be another dialogue soon.
Lord Malak was most displeased when he learned you had escaped Taris alive. He has promised a great reward to whoever destroys you.
Alrighty. And by killing these guys, we should get some fun moves. So that short lightsaber is very useful if we want to have a better hit with our dual wielding, as would be the double-bladed lightsaber, because it also gets that balance. And a data pad and a crystal. Alrighty. Data pad. This data pad contains detailed descriptions of you and Bastila. It also has a brief message. Bastila has escaped Taris. Whoever can find and dispose of her and her Jedi companion will be greatly rewarded by Lord Malak himself. Alrighty. Lightsaber crystal, so that's useful. Onward we go. Let's see here. We've got Bastila in the party. Yep.
Now, what can get? Usually it's some kid.
Alrighty.
No need to get all. I've seen your kind before to make you feel big. Now leave me to my drinking.
Alright, where... Alright. So there's another character that should pop up, and maybe if we reload the zone, it will cause it to pop up, but... They're going to talk about a nasty woman at the cantina, and how can any human handle to be share a species with her? And she's an important character for what we need to do on this planet. So this is the droid.
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional SciTech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query. Would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yukalaka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership.
You mentioned battle and protocol, outline your functions, sell yourself droid, why should I need you? I'm not familiar with SciTech Corporation, what else do they make? Outline your functions.
It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Yukalaka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat.
Does Yuka question you about your reluctance to reveal your functions? Why are you keeping information to yourself?
Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my... Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me.
How do I know you will be loyal once your restraining belt is removed? Doesn't you question you about your reluctance?
Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid.
Alright.
Objection. My functions are wasted here, prospective purchaser. Disclosure. I am a versatile protocol and combat droid, fluent should your needs prove more.
So you translate. I understand most languages well enough.
Extrapolation. Intuitive language comprehension? That would be the result of recognition and training of force sensitivity. Your kind have little use of translation droids. Of course, your kind also encounters danger on a far more frequent basis than the average citizen. You would do well to have me work for you then, before someone else makes use of my more exotic functions.
Why would you be better than an armored battle droid?
Disclosure. Finesse. Battle droids hold battlefields. I'm capable of eliminating a very specific type of target.
So you translate it? Alright. I will see about purchasing you.
Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining.
Does Yukalaka know you talk about him like this?
Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Alrighty. What is this? A customer I don't recognize. Perhaps you bring off-world money to Yukalaka. What do you have available in your shop? You are lucky to have come at this time. I have one droid ready to go. I just took possession of it, an HK-47. It's a fine protocol translator. I think it's been modified. It claims to understand the Sand People dialect and has armor, mounts, combat ready perhaps? Let me ask a few questions about HK-47. Of course. Let's just say that every function I tested has performed perfectly, those I could find anyway. The unit has been a little uncooperative. They get that way when they go too long without a memory light. You can leave it alone if you find its mannerisms amusing. It might be a little eccentric, but it's stable. I'm interested, let's talk price. Claw machine in good shape, I can't let it go for less than 5,000. Did I convince you to go lower the price a bit? 4,000, not a credit less. That was quick, desperate to sell? No, not really. But the first figure really was a little high. You never know, the occasional person bites it right away. I still can't pay that. I'm not interested. Well then, we are done talking about it. I can't go lower than that. Not interested in it. Goodbye. Alrighty. So we need some money. And I know how to get it. We're gonna go talk to this Jawa. You there, of your kind. You can help ISIS of Jawa. There are troubles from the ghosts among the sands. Could you be clearer? I'm having trouble understanding you. Stupid creature. Can't you make more sense? What is it that you want, Jawa? Isis, I am. Leader of the tribe that is mine. You are the same in kind, a leader that stands before your tribe? There are troubles we have, the giants of sand. They are horned ghosts that take us away. Giants made of sand. Sand people. That is how you know them. Giants are different for us, we being smaller. People of sand are who I mean. So Isis, what do you want me to do? There has been no help given by asking great group that digs machines. I ask that you find us and then bring away from the people of sand. Then we will offer trade with you. Long have we scavenged among those that came before. We have things you will like for this service. Tell me where your people are, and maybe I will help. The people of sand in the sand. There is a place in the far south where they live. The approach holds great fighting. Bring tribe in to help out, and they will be payment in trade and thanks. Alrighty. I'll check it out when I leave the city. Goodbye. I just hope you have luck, basically. Alrighty, so we're going to go out here.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization.
I have proper authorization.
Come on.
Here is my hunting license.
All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck. You'll need it.
And we're going to go do some hunting, because that's going to be our best way to pull up our stock.
Hello there. You're heading out into the desert? You're a hunter, right? You must be if you've been allowed to leave Anchorhead. When you see Tanis, and I know you old boys always stick together, tell him his wife hopes he enjoys the anniversary gift.
What do you mean by you old boys?
You're just another of his buddies from that hunting club. I know your kind. You all cover for each other, I bet. Well, he can do what he wants. He'll get what he deserves. I bought my own license just so I could see that he did.
Sounds like you're planning to kill him.
Oh, I'm through planning. I just left him a little mess that he has to take care of. If he's smart, he'll be just fine. But he's not smart.
Anniversary gift? What are you talking about?
Just a little something to remember me by. Something that symbolizes our years together. Something that will blow up in his face. Of course, he'll never understand how appropriate it is. He can't talk his way out of this one. He's not smart enough.
I have to go. I'm right. What if he has a message for you?
Oh, I'll be long gone soon enough. The next shuttle to anywhere, really. I've had it with cleaning up his messes, repairing his droids. If he lives, he can try and get by on his own. I doubt he'll last long with no one to listen to his lies.
Alrighty.
I'm sure you do. Like I said, when you see him, tell him his wife Marlena says hello.
And you kind of saw him over her shoulder there, with those 4 droids kind of wobbling back and forth over there in the distance. But we're not going to go there. We're going to go towards the sandcrawler. In fact, if we go right over here to this little bit of rubble, so on the fly Bastila, that's such a low HP. That was odd. Alrighty. Go ahead and cast Night Speed. A group of sand people ambush you. Alright, so we got some clothing and some bantha fodder. So we can now have our sand people disguise. So right now we're heading towards the Sandcrawler. We're going to try to help out the group over here. And then you can see over there, those beasts, those are raids. We'll go after them after we're done with the Sandcrawler.
Who are you? It doesn't matter. Can you handle a blaster? It may attack again at any second. I doubt we could hold out on our own against another wave of them.
I would assume this was done by the Sand People?
You would be right. Came out of nowhere. Wait, damn it. Here they come again. How did it do that?
Alrighty. So once again, night speed. And we'll go ahead and start attacking.
Let's make this quick.
Night speed, so we'll go ahead and get that. And then let's see if we got any dead remains. Refuse pile. So it looks like we don't have any remains.
Is it safe? Is anywhere safe? I don't think so.
We can talk to this
Thanks
guy here
for your help.
again.
I don't think we'll try holding this position for much longer. What did the company send you? It's about...
I've agreed to try and stop the Sand People attacks.
You've got a lot of work ahead of you. Do you know about their enclave in the south? Don't even try to go near it. They've taken all the Zerka weapons that were supposed to protect our sandcrawlers. That place is a fortress, a death trap. You'll have to find some way to sneak into the place. That is not my job.
I have to get
Yeah,
out.
so do we. There's no way we're repairing this thing while getting attacked over and over. The desert can have it. Ah, the Jawas will salvage it eventually anyway. Then we can buy it back and start over. Makes sense to me.
Alrighty.
Yes?
Go ahead and cure.
Your wish?
Sure.
That gets our main character back up to feeling good. And then off into the Dune Sea. We want to get to these raids. Usually they kind of roaming around. But what we can do, we don't want to fight all of them at once. Because they can hit. You can see our Bond, our Crystal, or however it's pronounced, is doing us a favor and getting some of those stuns in there. So each time we kill these, we can get these Desert Raid Skull Plates, which can be sold for a small amount of gold compared to the one that we sold just a little while ago. But we'll get there, I promise. So if we approach this rubble pile, we should get another group of sand people coming after us, if I recall. No, okay. It's just that group.
Yes?
Go ahead and heal up.
Yes?
Sure.
And night speed. As you see, they're going to be aggressive no matter what. Now these should drop their Gaffy 6, which should help us get more money. We're going to night speed. We'll go ahead and level our character up. Alrighty. We're gonna go with Constitution. Give us a little more health. And we're gonna get our implant 3. And then for our force power, we want that fully... You know what? No, we're going to go ahead and go for our armor boost. Alrighty, so like I said, we're going to get a lot of Gaffy 6 from this. And that we can sell back for those bounties to help us get our translator droid.
I'm here. Yes?
Alright. So one of the things we kind of forgot to do is set Juhani's script to Jedi support. That'll help us a lot.
Yes?
Well, let's go ahead and get Bastila here. And then we're going to stable this mine. I'm not sure if we can actually have the skills to recover it. We'll try to recover it. Yeah, see, skill too low. We're strong enough with the demolitions. We're able to disable it. So from here, we're going to warp back to the Ebon Hawk and go sell this stuff. And hopefully we'll get our next dialogue trigger out of the way. Clerical office for the first load of Gaffy sticks.
Greetings again. I see that, but do you have the all?
Just the regular ones for
But
now.
I'll take those off your hands. But
Alright, have to
farewell.
go goodbye. Not quite enough. Alrighty. Hello again, always a pleasure. What brings you back? I have some stuff to sell to you. Have a raid plate to sell. Ah, the bread and butter of a hunter. Alright, show the sell list. We scroll down here. Oh, too far. Desert Raid Parade. See, 24. Alrighty. So we're gonna talk to Comad. Yes, is there something you wish, human? Information if I could trouble such a worthy hunter for a moment. Spare me the flattery, human. Such talk is rarely sincere. Who are you and what do you do? I am Comad Fortuna, a hunter and member of this lodge. It is not the life for everyone, but I am content. How long have you been at this? A decade or two? I don't enslave myself to time, human. There is day and there is night. You really don't know anymore? Tatooine will not change in my lifetime. Why bother trying to keep up with the rolling of the years? The best hunting is wherever the best hunter is. It's a trite answer, human, but the only one I can give. Depends on what you seek. Raid are plentiful, and are the spoils of the sport hunter. Dragons appear only to the true hunter. Patience is key. Great dragons hunt alone, and their prey is whatever can catch their attention. So dragons are rare. Are they dangerous? They are both rare and dangerous, and an honor to hunt. If you survive, you are blessed and favored. Respect them. Some try to lessen the risk by mass hunting with battle droids. I would rather hunt solo, taking the risk as my own. Who uses battle droids? I will not speak of it while they live. It is their shame to admit or hide. They know the effect. Perhaps they will kill so many raid that they will also kill the hunt. After that, perhaps the solo hunter will still prosper. How long have you been at this? What can you tell me about the other hunters? Probably not as much as you would learn speaking to them yourself, even if they tell you nothing. The most obvious are the Gamorreans, however. Gurke and his crew are not the best company. They hunt, but often come back with salvage of hides or pearls. I think their prey walks upright. Wouldn't the guards have something to say about that? The dunes are far from the reach of their blasters. Besides, Gurke spends his money in company stores. What about the hunters besides the Gamorreans? To put simply, Dorak Quinn is honorable, and Sven is not. So much, but I've no real quarrel with him. Alrighty. We can leave him for now. So, here's Dorak Quinn.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt Desert Raid. I don't babysit.
Now, I just wanted to benefit from your experience. It's just as well you probably couldn't teach me anything. You'll show me respect, I demand it.
Well, you sure know how to get on my good side. You're just trotting out bantha paths, but thanks all the same.
Who are you? What is it you do?
My name is Dorak Quinn. I'm a hunter. I hunt. Is that enough, or should I start listing?
How long have you been at this?
I've tracked wild beasts my whole life, but I've only been hunting here for 5 years. I've much to learn yet.
What do you want to learn?
There are hunters that go after the big kills, the crate dragons. I don't know how they do it. I never even see the things. Comad is the one I respect, but I also trust that the only difference between us is experience. I will learn.
What can you tell me about the
I
other
don't go
hunters?
telling stories about other people. You want to know what they think? You go talk to them. One word, though. Watch yourself around the Gamorreans. Gurk and his buddies aren't to be trusted. Everyone else I respect because they have skill. Those guys, they go for easier prey.
What makes you say
Just
that?
watch your back when you hunt. The dragons aren't the only dangers out there.
Where's the best
If I
hunter?
knew the best place, why would I tell anyone? It would be worth too much to me to let it get out. It doesn't matter anyway. This season has been dry for me, as it has for almost everyone. Perhaps someone else is holding out, but there's simply fewer raid out there.
Why are there fewer raids?
It used to be a one-on-one test. Hunter against hunted. Now people just want the credits. I could stomach maybe a pair or a team of hunters, but some now use battle droids. Where's the sport in that? That's not for me to say. I won't be a troublemaker in so small a community. You'll see. Hunt, and you will see.
Alrighty. Other questions? I'm looking for someone who knows the planet
You'll
best.
have to ask around. Comad Fortuna is a much more experienced hunter than I am. He hunts far from Anchorhead. The local Jawas are a good source of information, even if it is hard to understand them. It may cost you, though.
Alright.
Good
hunting. Goodbye. Don't you interrupt my drinking. Gert got more patience. Go bother him. Snort. Haha, boys. It talked to me. What you want, Humi? Yeah, you tell him, Gurky. Snort. What if I wanted advice? I'm sure you're not very smart. Keep your temper. I just want to ask some questions. You don't tell me what to do. Nobody does. We the best hunters. We does what we want. Yeah, you nothing, Squee. So can I ask what you do? Dirk and his boys hunt. That's what we do. Who we are, but don't train babies like you. Yeah, we hunt raid best out of everyone. We don't have time to train you or anyone. Bah, they know you are good as them, that's for sure. Yeah, we prove it because some of them don't come back, but we always do. Shut up, stupid. Why don't you let him speak? What, you deaf? Because he's stupid. He talks too much. You leave us alone now. I'm not stupid. Shut up, stupid, Snort. Alrighty. Yeah, you leave. That's good. Maybe we see you out on the dunes maybe before you see us. Shuts up, stupid. And those are some conversations I definitely wanted to have before we got too far in. And then that guy, he just wants to play Pazak. Which I'm not a huge fan of Pazak. I am not a gambling man. Let's see,
How can I
Basila.
help? Yes, I suppose I can understand your curiosity, given the bond that connects us. Very well. I'll tell you a bit about myself.
Tell me how you joined the Jedi
I
then.
was found to be strong with the Force at a young age, as most Padawans are. As a girl, I was given to the Order to be trained. When I joined the Order, I left my family on Taravan, as all Padawans do. My family is still there, the last that I heard. I've had little contact with them, as it is discouraged.
Discouraged? Why?
Relationships with family members are fraught with powerful emotions. Such extremes are to be avoided. Anger and hate are the worst, but even love can lead to folly.
You aren't allowed to love?
Emotional entanglements can be dangerous. They can impair rational thought. They can lead to outbursts of uncontrolled emotion. A Jedi must be above such things.
You don't sound very convinced.
It can be a hard lesson to learn. I was not on good terms with all of my family, but I do remember missing my father terribly for a long time.
Who weren't you on good terms
I
with?
was not on good terms with my mother. I was only a little girl when I left, but I was old enough to resent her and the way she treated my father. She pushed my father into treasure hunting. I spent all my young life on ships, traveling from one false lead to the next. She whittled away my father's entire fortune, and I hated her for it. I think she was relieved to give me to the Jedi, but my father was heartbroken.
You never try to get in touch with your father again?
A child is too young to understand the sacrifices that must be made. It's better if they have no contact with their family once they're removed. Once I was older, I realized the wisdom of this policy. A Jedi must do what is needed, personal desires notwithstanding. Love can only obscure and confuse the matter.
You sound very sad when you say that. Are you saying you no longer feel love? But if a Jedi were to love, surely it wouldn't be all bad.
Even a Jedi cannot always control the feelings of the heart. We must do our best to guard against it, no matter what the cost. Some sacrifices are harder than others. I do not wish to discuss this anymore. I would rather...
Alrighty. That should trigger this. So we're going to go in here and then we'll come back out.
How can I help?
Alright, yeah.
Then I suggest...
Alright, hopefully that should give us the trigger we need. Or not. Let's warp back to the Ebon Hawk. Where is... There she is. Could be a dialogue trigger somewhere around in here.
How can I help? Then I suggest...
It may actually require us to go in the ship. Alright. We'll see if it... Yep, we still haven't successfully triggered it. Okay. Let's try going back and going into the ship and see if that will load it properly. So these are Gizka. This is what came out. Obviously, killing it is dark side. You scratch a little critter behind the nubs that pass for its ears, and it coos enthusiastically in its response. Alright, we're gonna leave it alone. But, like, they're considered pests because they multiply easily. I think they're adorable.
I do. I've been watching you, studying you closely to see what kind of progress you've made since your training at the hands of Master Zar.
I think we both know the real reason you've been watching me, my progress. What, you've been grading me?
You never give up, do you? I admit, I'm interested in you. I find you intriguing, compelling even, but it's not what you think. You have a great gift. You have an awesome command of the Force, and I tremble when I think of how you might misuse it.
I make you tremble? Do you get all tingly inside too? I won't misuse my power, Bastila.
I've seen how you've resisted many temptations and continue to walk the path of the light side. Very commendable. But I'm afraid you might stray from this path. You need to see what the dark side represents in its entirety. For it is what we battle. Only the wisdom of a Jedi Master can truly explain this. But I will do my best to make you understand.
What are you trying to tell me?
The dark side is not simply giving in to anger, temptation, or to use the Force to destructive ends. These things only lead to the dark side. The dark side grows stronger and more insidious the closer you draw to it. It begs you to surrender to it, to release all its terrible power, and it becomes harder and harder to resist. And once you stop resisting, it's too late. It twists you up inside and turns you into a mockery of everything you once stood for.
You seem to know about that temptation very well. How can you know if it's so terrible? Stop the dramatics already. I get the picture.
I am no less resistant to temptation than any other. I simply have the benefit of training that you do not. But even the training of the Jedi might not be enough to save us. We need only to look at the atrocities which have been committed by those under its sway to understand the terrible, corrupting evil of the dark side. Millions dead, and far more suffering. What sort of person would you have to become to perform such deeds gladly?
I couldn't see myself ever doing such things. Are you saying the light side is innocent of killing? I don't know.
That is why the dark side is so insidious. If you are not careful, you do not even see each small step you take towards it until it's too late. It's so easy to think that we would never fall prey to such a horror, that we have unlimited control, vigilance, and foresight. If only that were true. The Sith have become powerful because there are many Jedi who've succumbed to the lure of the dark side and joined their cause. What greater weapon is there than to turn an enemy to your cause, to use their own knowledge against them? We are weakened while they are strengthened, so we must harden our hearts and do whatever is required to fight against the dark side, even when the battle becomes wearying.
Do whatever is required, such
I
as...
don't know. The vision of our future is clouded by shadows cast from the dark side. But I sense something ominous lurking in those shadows. But words alone cannot save one from the dark side. Come, we should continue with the task at hand. When the time comes, I only hope we are all strong enough to do what we must. How can I help? Then I suggest...
I'm trying to trigger a character cutscene. Excuse me, I know it's been a very long time, dear, but aren't you Bastila, Helena's little girl? Yes, it is you. I can see it in the eyes. My, how you have grown. I am Bastila. Yes, I take it you knew my mother? Oh yes, I worked for your father on an expedition years ago. Your mother showed me whole hollows of you before you left. Such a pretty little girl you were.
Is there something I can do for you, miss? As you can see, we're in quite a hurry.
Don't be rude, Bastila. Oh, I didn't mean to take up your time. I just wanted to ask if your mother's condition has improved any since I saw her.
My mother's condition?
Oh, you don't know? Oh dear. I assumed that she had found you. When I talked to her last, she was desperate to find you.
I've not seen my mother since I joined the Order. Do you know what's happened? Did you say anything about my father?
I'm sorry, dear, but your mother is very ill, so she told me. She didn't say anything about your father, however. I didn't see him.
I see. Where did you meet her? Do you remember?
She's here on Tatooine, dear, in the cantina. You really should go see her, considering her condition. I guess we should go see your mother, Bastila.
Part of me would rather not see her at all. But if she is really sick, well, we shall see.
So I think we're going to get through this little bit here, and then we'll call it good, and I'll see if I can grind out some raid plates to get us closer to affording that droid, because we need that droid. And then maybe next episode we will take on swoop racing. That human woman, I am outraged at her arrogance. You do all of your species place yourselves on such annoying pedestals. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? You should be sorry for sharing a species with that creature, I swear. Helena must be your word for pit rancor. Helena, Bastila, isn't that your mother's name?
Mother was supposed to be here somewhere. Ask if they've seen her.
Seen her, human, you couldn't miss her if you tried. She strolled into the cantina like she owned the place. Is she still there? Probably. I don't think anyone else could top her attitude, so she won't be leaving. I won't be going back while she's there, though.
To find her. I doubt she wants to be kept waiting.
You're actually looking for her? You humans are all out of your minds. So yeah, I think we'll complete the dialogue with her mother, and then next episode we'll do the swoop registration and do a little side quest there, and then we'll purchase our droid, and then we should be able to wrap up Tatooine next episode pretty quickly once the droid is done and this is done. Alrighty.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
I'm here, Mother. But don't you recognize me?
What do you expect when I haven't so much as had a picture of you since you left? Do you know how long I've been trying to find you?
You knew as well as I communication would be impossible once I joined the Order. Now what is this about? Where is Father?
Then you haven't heard. I should have known.
Has something happened to him? Are you going to tell me or not?
Your father is dead, Bastila. That is part of the reason why I was looking for him.
Dead? What happened? What did you do to him?
Isn't this a lovely reunion? Already she's flinging insults at me. Tell me, you're one of her friends. Do you treat your mother this way?
My mother is long dead, if you must know. Hey, leave me out of this. Only if she deserve it.
Is that so? Well, I'll be joining her soon enough, I suppose.
I was told you were sick. Are you actually dying, or is this merely melodrama for my benefit?
Such sweet things, you say. Perhaps I should tell you everything first before we start arguing again.
You could start by telling me what you got Father into that killed him.
I hadn't realized Jedi was so spiteful. You want me to tell you I brought your father here for an expedition, do you? You want to blame me for his death? You never accepted that your father loved going on his treasure hunts, leaving you alone with me. I was always to blame for everything. What else is new? So yes, fine. I brought your father here to look for Krayt dragon pearls. He took an expedition into the Tatooine desert, and he died.
How can you be sure of that? Father is an experienced...
Do you think I would look for you if I wasn't sure? They were attacked by a Krayt dragon, and one of the guides fled the battle. He saw your father killed.
I see. So what do you want from me? Credits?
Don't be insulting. I want you to use those senses of yours. I want you to find him. I want you to bring back his holocron.
Why? So you can sell it?
Is it too much to ask that I have something to remember your father by? Of course it is, isn't it? You couldn't be bothered.
We're very busy on a mission from the Jedi Council. I doubt I'll have the time. Ask my companions if you doubt me.
Why don't you get the holocron yourself, Miss Helena? Don't you want to find your father's remains, Bastila? What about your mother's sickness?
Doesn't seem to have anything to do with what she's asking. Are you actually sick, Mother?
What difference does it make to you? None, I'm sure. Just find your father's holocron, and you won't have to worry about me again either way.
That's the kind of response I would expect. Very well. We'll look for the holocron if we have time. I can't promise any more than that.
I believe your father was headed north towards the Sand People Enclave. I would check along that route, dear. Do please hurry.
Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and we'll leave out. And we'll wrap it up here in just a moment. We might as well go on ahead in to our swoop registration. So when we resume, we're going to start talking to people here. There's a quest where the Hutt tries to get Nico here to sign up as one of his racers. But he won't even talk to us about it until we prove ourselves. So we'll do what we need to do here and talk to everybody and get it figured out next episode. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful time. So our next stream for Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic will be next Friday at 2:30 p.m. And then our next stream in general will be later on tonight. I will be back live again streaming Pokemon Pokopia, and we'll be building there. I have a little kiosk idea I want to do, and we may go ahead and start packing up the old museum so I can finally start working on renovating that area. The statue did finish. I checked that a little bit before we got on stream with KotOR, and we could fill in that little bit of area there. Like I said, I do want to get that area filled up, but I think rather than focus on that, we're going to hold off on the plants and filling in that area, and let's try to get some of our fixtures in place again, and then we can fill in the empty spaces a little more. That'll also give me a little more time to build up our flower supply, which has run low on me. So thank you for joining me. I hope to see you for our next stream.